Okay, methods of remuneration. So remuneration is a reward for labor and service. So there are two main categories of remuneration. That means time based. Okay, category number one, and output based is the second methods of remuneration. Okay. So basically under two main schemes here, okay, time based we have two methods, basic scheme and high day rate. Okay, under output based, okay, the second methods of remuneration we have straight piece rate. Okay, we have piece rate with guaranteed minimum and differential piece rate. Okay, time base. Okay, we refer to time base. Okay, under time base, okay, the time base scheme is adopting a method of payment based on time. Okay, which based on per hour, per day, per week, or per month. So basically all based on time. But normally for direct labor, our rate is per hour basis. Okay, we have two time-based schemes. One called with basic scheme, another one is high day rate. So we refer to the first one, basic scheme. So what is basic scheme? So using these schemes, earnings are calculated based on the number of hours spent at her or his place of work. So how to get the wages paid is the hours worked times a rate per hour. So if he works more than basic working hours, additional hours are considered as overtime. Let's say basic hour for the company is 40 hours per week. Okay, 40 hours per week. But the workers work, okay, actual hours work by the workers is 45 hours per week. So extra 5 hours is overtime hour. Okay, how to pay this overtime? So overtime hours are usually paid at higher rate. Example, one and a quarter, one and a half. Okay, two times. Let's say per hour is RM. Okay, 10 ringgit per hour. Okay, if we have overtime, okay, overtime, that means the rate is more than 10. That means the rate may be overtime is one and quarter. So that means one and quarter times 10. So basically, if we refer here, okay, we have overtime rate is higher than basic. Basic normally is 1. Is equal to basic rate plus premium. Okay, overtime rate. Let's say we take overtime rate one and a quarter. So basic should be 1. Okay, that means 10 ringgit. So the balance, the half here will be 5 ringgit. Okay, is half is the premium. So if we have one and a quarter, so the here is 1. Okay, the quarter will be the premium. So if you 2, that means 1 and 1. 1 will be premium. How about the percent? So if we have 120%, so here is 100%. Okay, here will be 20%. So the premium will be 20%. So this is meanings of overtime hours are paid at higher rate because because they have the premium here, the additional to the basic. Okay, overtime hours, okay, based on the formula here, overtime hours is equal to hours work minus normal working hours. So hours work 45 minus the normal working hours, the basic hours is 40. So that one will be overtime hours. So the basic wages will be normal working hours. That means based on the normal 40 hours that you have to pay for the normal rate, that means 10 ringgit. Overtime, you will be paid for overtime hours. The 5 hours will be paid rate for per overtime hour. So the rate will be higher. Either it depends on the company policy to pay one and a quarter, one and a half, okay, 120%, 130%, and so on. So if you want to calculate, you refer to the question, what are the policy of the company? So the gross wages here consists of basic wages paid plus overtime paid. Okay, now we refer to example 1. Okay, example 1. Okay, we have 3 workers, Aini, Aina, Aida. Okay, so this is hours work. So this is the actual hours work by the 3 employees. Okay, the rate of payment for every workers are not same. Aini will be paid 3 ringgit per hour. Aina 5 ringgit, Aida 4 ringgit. While the normal working hours also not the same for the three workers. Normal working hours for Aini is 38, Aina 45, Aida 40. So you are required to calculate the gross wages that will be received by each employee if they paid on hourly rate. Overtime paid at a premium of 20% on hourly. Premium 20%. So premium, okay, is 20%. Okay, basic should be 100%. So plus these two, you will get overtime rate. So how many percent overtime rate is 120%. Okay, because the premium is 20%, not overtime is 20%. Okay, premium 20%. So how to calculate? So we refer to the question here, example here. Okay, we have three workers, Aini, Aina, Aida. So how to get normal wages? Normal working hours times hourly rate. Okay, refer to Aini. Normal hours is 38 hours. Okay, so 38 hours. So the hourly rate will be 3 ringgit. So 3 ringgit. So you get 114. Okay, how to get overtime hours? Okay, now overtime hours is the normal hours work minus normal working hours. So hours work 40, normal is 38. Okay, hours work, okay, hours work, actual hours work minus with normal hours. So hours work 40 minus 38, we have I need work 2 hours overtime. So when there is overtime hours, you have to pay for overtime. So what is the overtime? Is overtime hours times overtime rate, okay, times overtime rate times rate per hour, hourly rate. So overtime hours is 2 here. Overtime rate, okay, this is overtime rate 120%. Okay, 120% times 3. 3 is rate for Aini is 3 ringgit. So you get here 7 ringgit and 20 cents. So how much is the gross wages? Basic wages plus overtime. Okay, so this is basic wages 114 plus overtime paid 7 ringgit and 20 cents. So you get 1 to 1.2. Okay, Aina. Okay, refer to Aina. Okay, normal wages is the normal hours times hourly rate. Okay, normal hours for Aina is 45. Hours work is also 45. So 45 times 5. Okay, normal hours 45 times 5. Rate per hour you get 2 to 5. Okay, how about the overtime hours? Okay, normal hours is 45. Actual hours also 45. So no overtime. So no overtime hours. So no overtime will be paid. So the total wages is only basic wages or normal wages 2 to 5. Okay, here. Okay, how about Aida? Okay, if you refer to Aida, normal working hours set to Aida is 40 hours. That means Aida should work 40 hours a week. But in actual happen, Aida do not work 40 hours. Aida work only 37 hours. So the wages should be paid for the hours worked by Aida. Because Aida do not work based on normal. They work less. Maybe they have absent for a certain day in a week. So that's why the hours work is less. So we have to pay at the actual hours work. So actual hours work is 37 time the rate for Aida is 4 ringgit. Okay, so 4 ringgit times 4 ringgit. So you get 148. Okay, now we refer to overtime. Okay, actual hours minus the normal hours. So if we refer here, normal hours is 40 set by the company to Aida is 40, but Aida work is only 37. That means no extra time, no overtime. Instead, this less than should be 40 hours. So that's why no overtime hours. Okay, so it's zero overtime paid because they work less compared to expected 40 hours. So the amount or wages should be paid to either is only basic wages or normal wages, 148. Okay, now we see the advantages and disadvantages of basic scheme. Okay, advantages. It is widely used, simple to operate and not much clerical work involved. So it only record the time they work. Okay, so easy for employee to understand how they get the wages paid. Okay, quality of work is higher because no hurry to complete the job. So because they are not paid because of the unit produced, so they are paid based on job, so they can complete the product in a period that they want. Okay, so regular and stable income provides security. So if they come to work, okay, they work even though they do not produce much, so many output, they still have the wages paid. Okay, so this is advantages of basic scheme, but disadvantages, there is no financial incentive to increase production. So if they A work one 8 hours, okay, can produce 20 units. Okay, B within 8 hours can produce 25 units, but they are paid based on hours. Let's say 1 hour is 10 ringgit, so 8 times 10 is 80. 8 times 10 is 80. So that means the wages paid for A and B is same because they based on hours, not based on output. So A do not have the incentive to increase production, do not have to incentive to increase the output produced. So this is the advantage. So a worker may try to slow down production to increase wages by completing the job during overtime. Maybe they try to work slow and then they have to work overtime to complete the job. So if they work overtime, they will get more payment. So this is disadvantage for the company. So efficient and inefficient workers are paid the same. So if we refer here, B is more of efficient than A because B can produce more, but both can get the same payment. So this is disadvantage. So dissatisfaction may arise among the workers, efficient workers. So B may be dissatisfied because he worked faster, but he received the same payment. So dissatisfaction may arise. Okay, for the efficient workers. Okay, so when they dissatisfied with the payment, it may result in higher labor turnover of good workers. So B may find another job from another company, so they leave the job. So the good workers may turn to other company. So constant supervision is necessary since there is no incentive to increase the production. Since there is no incentive for the workers that can work faster, so they need more supervision. So supervisors to make sure that they can work in a period to produce a product in a specific period, not to slow down their work. Okay, so this is a basic scheme. Okay, the second method under time base is high day rate scheme. So what is high day rate scheme? The high day rate scheme is designed to provide a strong incentive to good workers by paying rates well above the normal rate. So the high wages is offered in return of high standard of performance and output. So in the case before, when A and B, we compare A and B, we said that B is more efficient because they can work faster. So this high day rate scheme, we consider about the performance of the workers. So if they can perform well, okay, they will get higher rate. Okay, so the wages may increase, but the increase of productivity will help to reduce the labor cost and the overhead cost per unit produced. So even though we pay more cost to the more labor to the productive worker, the cost that we pay actually will reduce cost per unit, because overhead cost per unit will reduce because number of unit keep increasing for the efficient workers. So example here. Okay, so basic working hour. Okay, the company set the basic working hour 40 hours per week. Overtime rate is time and a half. Okay, so output per hour. If the workers can produce 5 units per hour, the rate will pay is 10 ringgit per hour. So if the workers can work faster, that means they can produce more than 5 units per hour. So the rate will be higher. So this is the high day rate. Okay, calculate the gross wages if Akmal works for 40 hours in week 1 and completed 250 units of output. So that means within that 40 hours, Akmal can complete 250 units. So how many units per hour? Okay, 250 units divided by 40 hours. So how many units that how many hours that we get? How many units that we get? 250 divided by 40 hours. So in this case, we have 6.25 units per hour. So in this case, it refers that this Akmal, okay, this workers Akmal is efficient. He should get the rate 12 ringgit, not 10 ringgit, because the performance is more than 5 unit per hour. So Akmal can receive that a high day rate. So how to calculate the wages is just like the basic scheme. Okay, so Akmal, okay, 40 hours work. Okay, 40 hours work. Okay, now the rate here is 12, not 10 at high day rate. Okay, how about overtime? Okay, basic working hours is 40. Normal hours is 40. Akmal also work 40. So actual hours minus normal hours. Actual hours is 40 here. Okay, normal hours is so 40 here. So no overtime hours. Okay, so no overtime paid. So gross wages for Akmal is 480 ringgit. Okay. Advantages of high day rate. Simple to operate and administer. So same as basic skill, but able to attract higher grade workers because they work faster, they will get higher rate. Dissatisfaction will be likely to reduce. Disadvantage, high output and high quality difficult to achieve and maintain.